Do it for Bree.
Do it for Bree.
So what are we doing today?
Alright, so today we're doing a Boomba Racing recirculating bypass valve, PRL intake, and an HKS high-spec L exhaust.
Cool. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
So this is your show. I just get to hold the camera.
So here's the exhaust. So dual tip, HKS exhaust,
Yeah,
just
it's
a
good looking.
catback.
It's good looking.
Yeah, should be pretty easy. You know, you say it should be with pretty much any.
Man, you actually managed to fit this all in there.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it came in 3 pieces as opposed to 2, so it was way easier.
The pros of a hatchback. And all this stuff you can do without a tune?
Yes.
Sweet. Even better.
The ECU can compensate for. Because all the exhaust does is obviously it's a little bit more airflow through it, and then it's a lot lighter than the stock exhaust.
Okay.
And then the bypass valve, the stock one is only rated to about 25 psi, and this one's rated to triple that.
What's that guy?
Boomba Racing.
Thought you were just making up words earlier.
Nope. So this is billet grade aluminum, so it's much sturdier and it'll last a lot longer than the stock one.
Did you listen to like a million videos of this exhaust before you chose it?
Pretty much, yeah. Or like, cause I knew I wanted an HKS exhaust.
Yeah.
Like the Borla ones are always like $2,000+.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have that kind of money. And so I was just like, probably going with an HKS.
Oops.
Because I also didn't want like a fart cannon going on. Because like I'm not.
I hear that a lot
I'm
with
not
these.
16. So that's just it. Just wasn't my thing.
I got you.
And then the PRL intake. This is the box for it. Obviously, sits like this, kind of like the stock one does. But if you look, this one has a much bigger mouth
Oh yeah.
for an intake. And then, but yeah, it just pretty much sits in there and just goes in. It's pretty easy.
It's like Honda wanted you to mess with this.
Yeah.
What all do we need?
So
I got a whole socket set ready to go, and then I
so
got.
we have a socket. I have like the sizes and everything I need.
Okay.
The only thing I was a little upset about is that FedEx wasn't super nice with the shipping of this, so it's a little damaged. This is actually the intake itself, but should be fairly easy to bend back, as you can see.
Yeah.
Bent them.
Luckily, it doesn't really mess with anything. It's just for aesthetics.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fairly easy because it's all just a wire mesh, so you just push it back out. And here's the actual silicone, as opposed to the plastic piece that's on. That's the OEM
Yeah.
portion.
Okay.
So
I bet that's gonna sound good.
yeah,
Little
should I was listening to a bunch of videos of that too, and all the different attachments we need for it.
That shouldn't be too bad then. Not at all. How fast do you think you're gonna be able to get this done?
I'm hoping in about an hour.
Man, everything?
Well, the first two, the exhaust, we'll see.
The first thing that we did is we removed the little retaining clips from the radiator cover and then took off the couple 10mm bolts that were holding the intake in place.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate if you have to take off the bumper just to get to these simple little things.
Yeah. Well, it's gone forever. No, it's not.
I was about to say the little mess up magnet metal reachy guy.
Pliers. And it's plastic, so that wouldn't help at all.
A quick little game of operation later and we were able to rescue the clip.
Voila. Nice.
We went ahead and removed all the sensors and hose clamps so that we could free the intake. Pretty easy, nothing to it. So just pull those clamps out and you'll be in business. And then with a little finesse and a little shimmy shimmy shake shake, something like that, you can pop your intake right out. So easy as that. There are 2 more screws holding the bottom half of the intake down. Once you get those free, then there's a little grommet that holds it down at the bottom. You just give that a quick little pop, snapple, crackle, and it'll pop right out.
So try to get
Like on the Mitsubishis, they're just like little rubber
There you go.
grommets.
Yeah. The next thing we did, at the top of the intake pipe, there's a couple screws and bolts and whatever that you got to remove. Go ahead and get those done so that you can free this intake pipe. And then on the back side of the pipe, you've got another 3 bolts that you got to remove. Once you get those out of the way, same thing, finesse, wiggle, move some things out your way, and it should come out without much difficulty.
You're loose. What are you stuck on? There we go.
With all that stuff out of the way, we were able to remove the 3 bolts holding the bypass valve.
As you see, with the stock one, so it's fairly plain. I mean, it's stock, it's not a big deal. But the inside is all plastic. Very easy to move around. Like I said, I can just push it with my finger. Whereas the Boomba Racing one is all billet grade aluminum. I cannot get it.
Cool stuff.
It takes much more pressure for me to move the valve at all. It'll withstand a lot more pressure too if I ever decide to upgrade the turbo. So
Sweet.
Yep.
How to put it in there.
now to get it in there.
Believe it or not, all we did was do everything that we did in the first place backwards, and ta-da, it was installed. After some celebrating, we realized it was time to do the exhaust, so here is a clip of the stock Type-R exhaust.
Alright. Back at it again. Time to get this exhaust in. You guys missed the fun stuff. Car's already jacked up. Alright, so we're gonna take this skid plate off, and then right up there, we're gonna get these 3 bolts right there.
Those bolts were not easy at all. We had to get an impact, get the air compressor out, all sorts of stuff to loosen those son of a bees. And so we finally got them, and then we had to fight with these hangers, which if you guys have fought with any rubber exhaust hangers, you know the struggle.
So we just gotta get these silly little hangers out. Ooh. Alright, so the exhaust is waiting to be removed. Well, it's done. Now I just gotta drag it out of there. So you said you want to go through the front?
Yeah. Probably be easier.
I guess I should have walked it.
Keep going. Keep going. Got it. You sure? Yeah.
Look at that beast.
All one piece welded together, dude.
That's nuts. Alright.
It's so heavy.
Kiss that thing goodbye.
Then we went ahead and did everything, guess what, backwards. And we reinstalled the new exhaust, and everything was sitting pretty and looking good. Not without some cuts, bangs, bruises, and all sorts of other stuff.
Now we just gotta get this mid pipe.
Got everything connected, and then we put the skid plate back on, and I was under the car, so I was playing with my flashlight, but either way, we got everything done.
Exhaust in. Little cold start rumble.
And that's all, folks, so enjoy the HKS exhaust clip.
Ooh. Throaty. Much better. I like this.